This video will be talking about topic 1.5, where we'll be reducing fractions and ratios. So let's go ahead and look at 60 divided by 80. And they already tell us in the rationale here what the greatest common factor is of 20. Let's pretend that we didn't know that. Okay, so let's take 60 and let's take 80. And let's find out what the greatest common factor is. So both are divisible by 2. 2 times 30 is 60, 2 times 40 is 80. 30 is still divisible by 2, it's 2 times 15, and 40 is 2 times 20. 15 is 3 times 5. This is still divisible by 2, it's 2 times 10, and then 2 times 5. So I'm going to circle numbers that are in common here. This 2 and that 2 are common. This 2 and that 2 are common. Then I don't have any more 2's that are in common. I don't have any 3's over here that would be in common. And this 5 is in common. So my GCF is 2 times 2 times 5, or is 4 times 5, which is 20. That's how they figured out that the GCF was 20. So now I want to look at 60 is 20, which is all the stuff that I have circled there, times 3. And 80 is 20 times the stuff I don't have circled here is 4. So 20 times 3 over 20 times 4. And the 20s will cancel and will leave me with 3/4. And I'm sure that I have reduced my fraction completely because I used what is called my prime factorization here to make sure that I broke everything down into its prime factors. There's no other factors that I missed. This factor tree method takes care of everything. So let's go ahead and let's try that now with 85 and 100. And we can start off with some bigger numbers if we want to, if we know that there's some bigger numbers that go in. But I see first that both of these are multiples of 5. 5 goes into 8 one time with 3 left over. And 5 goes into 35 7 times. 17 is a prime number. So I'm done there. And then 20 breaks down some more, but it's impossible for me to break down 17 anymore. And there's no 17s over here. So I can stop and say that both are going to be divisible by 5. This is going to be 5 times 17 over 5 times 20. And I'm going to get 17 over 20, and it's not going to break down anymore. Didn't have to go all the way to the prime factorization of 100 because I broke down 85 all the way and saw that 17 wasn't a factor of 100, so I could stop. Now let's try 36 over 54. I see that both are divisible by 9 to start off with. So this is 9 times 4, and this is 9 times 6. And I'm just showing you this to say, you can pick something and it may or may not get you all the way to where you want to go. Now they're both even numbers. So this is 2 times 2, and this is 2 times 3. And so this is going to be 2 over 3. So both of these were divisible by 18 actually, but I just didn't see that 54 was 18 times 3. I would suppose that you probably didn't see that either. So if we go through 9, because they're both obviously multiples of 9, they both have 2-digit numbers that add up to be 9, then we can see that we still have even numbers and divide them by 2. It's okay to do things in 2 steps or 3 steps or however many steps it takes you. But they told us here that the GCF was 18. Now the ratio of 3 to 6, we're going to write it as a fraction like that. And then this is 3 times 1, and this is 3 times 2. So we're going to write that as 1 to 2 in fraction form. And we're going to be dealing a lot with ratios in this class. So this notation of 3:6 and this notation of 3 divided by 6, they're equivalent to us. It's just a way to write that ratio or that fraction without the fraction bar. It's easier to write it all on one line that way. Here we go. Now the ratio of 5 to 75. So this is 5 times 1, and this is 5 times 15. So this is going to be 1 to 15. And with ratios, we don't have decimals left in the numerator or denominator. We have whole numbers, or at least integers. We don't usually have negative numbers in this class for our ratios, unless we're dealing with slopes of lines. So there we go. 8 to 24. It's going to be 8 times 1, and this is going to be 8 times 3. So this is going to be 1 to 3, or 1/3 for our ratio. And that's it. So we will come back next time and talk about topic 1.6. See you for the next video.